Welcome to a brand new podcast. And this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Greatness. You can shop online to our baby shopping mall, which is www.evolutionoflondon.com. There we have our online shopping mall with a whole wide range of products. Men's, ladies, kids' clothing, artwork, furniture, tools, house accessories. So check it out, evolutionoflondon.com. Also check out www.evolutionoflondon.org. There we have custom clothing, accessories, as well as digital products for personal as well as business use. So check that out. Finally, www.evolutionoflondon.store. DVDs, lotions, and much, much more. We ship all throughout North America, so check it out. www.evolutionoflondon.store. STORE. Check out the company www.royalty9international.com. They have luxury candles, 12-ounce candles. It's 100% natural soy wax for scented as well as unscented candles. I get it right. Now the scented candles they have from jasmine, peppermint, eucalyptus, rose, frankincense, myrrh, just to name a few. Different designs, different colors. So check that out. www.royalty9international.com. Check out their social media through TikTok, Royalty9 International, as well as Instagram, Royalty9 International. Now we have different links for other affiliates other affiliate marketing. So that is www.linktree.com/Evolution of London. So definitely check us out there. Music. Cheap Limousine Channel. Like, subscribe, and share on his channel. A wide range of different beats. So definitely support his brand. And once you go to his YouTube page, you'll see other social media sites. So definitely support. Like, subscribe, and share. Continue on the train on YouTube, the Greatness 19 channel. Greatness 19 channel is our educational channel. We have over 380 videos, all different educational topics to open up your third eye. So like, subscribe, and share. We approaching getting about let's say 160 subscribers from reaching 1,000. So again, thank you. I want y'all guys, we still to pass the word along because we're trying to reach 1,000 subs. And thank you guys for continuing supporting the machine. So definitely subscribe to that. And also subscribe to Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel. We have a lot of videos there on health and wellness. So definitely subscribe to that. We're trying to get that going as well. And I like to little special shout out. I'm gonna do always time to time to the countries that is listening to me: Switzerland, Ireland, Netherlands, Dominican Republic, Sweden, Croatia, Trinidad, Tobago, South Africa, U.S., Canada, of course, Germany, United Kingdom, Philippines, Iran, Italy, Ukraine, Nigeria, Haiti, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Poland, Australia, Ghana, Bahamas, Namibia, Mexico, India, Japan. So far, not bad. I do say so myself. Thank you guys. And pass it along to family, friends, and foe throughout social media. We want to become more and more worldwide. Support Mr. Will. He's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. Definitely support his brand. You can email him at williesfitness99@gmail.com. That's Willies, WILLYZ, fitness99@gmail.com. Also support his merchandise, www.wjaaccessories.com. Again, that's www.wjaaccessories.org. Org. I forgot, he switched over. Org, not com, org. He have custom clothing, accessories, as well as digital products. So support his brand. We do have a Patreon channel, videos that is not on YouTube. So for support our Patreon channel, www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. There we have videos that is now on YouTube, as I just mentioned, digital products, artwork, and consulting services as well. So it's a monthly subscription, very cheap, like between $5 and $10. Depends what tier you're looking into. Definitely affordable. So check us out. Irie Bites Cafe, located in London, Ontario, downtown London to be specific. Address is 91 Wellington Street North. Again, that's London, Ontario. Their telephone number is 519-858-4743. They open Monday and Tuesdays, 12 to 6. Wednesdays they close. Thursdays to Saturdays, 12 to 6 as well. Sunday they close. So definitely support that. You can also check them out on their website, www.iriebites. That's IRIEBITES, iriebites.ca. So definitely check that out. Place your order. They do catering. And they basically deliver all throughout London, Ontario. They accept all major forms of payments, including Interac, MasterCard, and Visa. Please note that taxes are not included. And if you want to leave a message with them, info@iriebites.ca. And again, you can't go wrong. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on Google, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So any other information I haven't mentioned, you can check it out in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast. The Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London. Those two is on YouTube. And finally, www.theoracle19radio.com. That's our internet radio. So check it out and pass it along. Okay. Today's topic. As you know, I always give my perspective on things. And it might be a little triggering, but you'll be okay. Today we're going to talk about, is marriage a good investment? Is marriage a good investment? Well, let's start with this. And we're going to break down the genders. Is it good for a man or is it good for a woman? But let's start with this. In reality, marriage is it's a beautiful thing. Especially when you have two people on the same page, same understanding, same or similar mindset. I believe marriage is a very, very, very good thing. I think personally we put on this earth, one of the things we are put on this earth to be a union. That's why you have a man and a woman. Originally, in my personal opinion, not a man and a man or a woman and a woman. This is, again, my opinion. The natural order of things. Okay? Let me stress that in terms of marriage. That's my opinion. And I do have rights to my opinion, right? No shade on anyone else, but I just think marriage between a man and a woman is a good thing. It's a great thing. And as I repeat, especially when they working together and building and growing, and then they have children. Healthy children, mentally, physically, emotionally. That's building a nation. And that's a beautiful thing. That's what marriage is about, which equals to leaving a legacy and nation building. It's a domino effect. But, okay, is that what it is today? Is marriage a good investment today? Now let's start as for a woman. In this day and time, she holds the cards within marriage. What I mean? What do I mean? It's a low risk with lots of gains for a woman in this modern day time to get married. And again, what do I mean? You see, when a woman gets married, again, in the natural order of things, we're not talking about exception to the rules here. In the natural order of things, because there's many different scenarios I can go with this, but in the natural order of things, a man is taking care of a woman. And it's low risk for her to get married with high gains. She's with that man, she's going to be taken care of. Again, walk with me. The natural order of life. We're not talking about exception to the rules. We're not talking about your life, your scenarios. We're just talking about the natural order of life. Because I know a lot of people is going to say, but my situation is different, but my situation is that way and this way. No, the natural order of life. Focus. Walk with me. Walk with me. Woman is taken care of. She's provided for. When she has a child, she is taken care of. The children is taken care of. Now, if she divorces in this day and time, now here we digging deeper. All the advantages are in her favor. The court system. And I mentioned this on the previous show. Family court is the devil's playground. Check that out. Listen to that. All the advantages is to the woman. She can strip the man clean financially in court. She can make it difficult, and the court system where the man can't see his children on a regular basis. You call once every 2 weeks, once a weekend every 2 weeks, seeing your children, or say maybe 2 to 4 times a month is really being a parent as a man. You think that's parenting? That's true parenting? Seeing your child twice, 2 times, or 4 times a month after court finishes with you is a good thing. Taking 2/3 of his money, is that a good thing? But we're going to get to that part in a moment. I'm going to stop right there, but I'm just going to finish up with the women. The advantages are hers in this day and time, in every way. She could start with 0 and end up with thousands of dollars in her pocket, depending on the man's financial status. So she's coming up at the end of the day. And the marriage, it is a contract. It's like 2 corporations that is meeting up. So is marriage a good investment? As I mentioned, for a woman, it can be great. It could be great. And in the natural order of things, it is great in every which way. Now for a man, and I was just touching base on it with the court system. Here we go. As a man, in this day and time, most women out here is not in your corner. Men. Most women don't have your interests at heart. Men. Most women in this day and time are whores. Men. Most women are not domestic. They can't cook. They can't clean. They can't keep their hygiene up to par. They're not in good shape. They're not friendly, feminine. Most women are your mortal enemy. I brought up this topic because I was doing some neighborhood chores, and I passed by a church. And I seen a young man and a young woman getting married, and all family and friends was outside taking pictures. The man looked happy, he's smiling. The woman, she's smiling. Everybody looked happy. Everybody dressed up in their Sunday best. And I was walking by. In my mind, I was very cynical. I was saying, "Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!" I was saying to the man, "Don't do it!" Obviously, he getting married. I was saying this in my head now. And then I was just also replying in my head, "Ah, you sucker." And I was looking in that direction, and a stranger, a male, said, "Oh, you watching? I see you staring hard at those people getting married." So yeah, I just said I find that interesting. And I said I wish them the best, and I really do. Both of them, I don't know them. I wish them the best, just on the strength of, in this day and time, statistics show that the divorce rates are high in this day and time, and the court system don't favor the man. So him and I started talking, and we started joking with each other about that situation. The same church that he's getting married to could be the same church 5 years later. One of them, it could be a funeral for one or the other. I'm sorry. That was dark. That was real dark there. He's the one that brought it up. And I wasn't even going in that direction. But I just started laughing. Ah, man, that's not funny. I know it's not funny. It isn't, really. But it really was a realistic point, though. The same church that they get married or got married to today, getting married, y'all might be listening to this in the future, but anyway, same married they already have gotten married, could be the same church. One of those people could be going to the other party's funeral. And what I mean by that is, one of them could do a murder, death, kill on each other, and then, unfortunately, going to that spouse's funeral. The moral of the story is marriage a good investment? And statistics show, and him and I was both talking about this, that the divorce rates is higher, and at the end of the day, if you're going by statistics, and this is sad though, in 5 years, give it 5 years and they're going to be divorced. Give it 5 years, they're going to be tired of each other. Have a child together, maybe 7 years at best, family court. And that man will be taken to the cleaners. The more money he make, the more the court is going to get from him. Alimony, which is monthly money you got to pay that woman. Child support. Then also you factor in the kids' needs. That's another set of money. They go into baseball practice, piano practice, or whatever. Got to kick out money for that. And you're talking about 18 years plus, depending on the region you reside. And if she has a good lawyer when the kid is 18 and going to college, you could be paying for that. It's a case-by-case situation. It's like this. If you know, let me think of an example. If you get hired by a job, but let's say you have a crystal ball, you know the future, and you know the job there's going to be a scandal. You see the future, and there's going to be a scandal on the job, and you involved. The scandal, you're going to find out in the next 2 years that there's going to be a scandal about you. And you can see the future. The question is, would you work at that job if you was able to see the future? The answer to that obviously is no. So the question is, as for a man, if you're going by statistics, and I know most of y'all might not really understand what I'm talking about, but just walk with me. For a man, if you're going to get married, if you know marriage, if you're going by statistics, the question you have to ask yourself, is it a good investment for you to get married in this day and time, knowing that there's a lot of pitfalls and traps, and if you divorce, you ruin? If you're an average man, all your assets is gone. Would you get married if you know that statistics show that it's not in your best interest? Now, a lot of men will say, well, I love her. I loves her. As I said that, I had to put an S on that. I loves her. She's everything to me. Fantastic. Great. But you got to think as a corporation, men. You just can't think on because I loves her and she cooks great meals for me. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying in this day and time. This is not like the days of Little House on the Prairie for all of your old school guys and ladies that watch and know about that show. Or put it in other terms for your younger folks, this is not like back in the days when you watch videos of images of your grandparents and great-grandparents where it was more of a family structure. There was really no such thing even about court. It's just the man and the woman, and they're going to figure it out right or wrong or up and down. But now, the modern day female been indoctrinated with being a boss-ish and being me and free and being liberated and feminist. She's not looking at with the same lenses as you, man. She has a different motive. I have dealt with many, many women out here that told me stories. They would never take their man to court. They never, ever, ever, ever. They thought it was silly. I would never, ever, never take a man to court. That's a waste of time. I don't think women should do that. All of that fancy stuff, those same women end up taking that man to court. I'll let you think on that. I've heard and seen that in real time many times. These same women up and down say, I will never do such a thing, end up doing it. And far worse. This is your modern day females. Bunch of liars. Bunch of liars. And they use all different excuses. Well, I had to take him to court because he didn't pay me enough. Or I had to take him to court because I was scared he was going to take the children away. I was scared of my life, so I had to do that. All of that is a bunch of BS. In 99% of the cases, in my opinion. I know. For a fact. A lot of men in tears told me these stories. I seen it in real time. Family, friends, and foe. So is marriage a good investment for a man? In this day and time, I would have to say no. Now, it's a case-by-case situation. And yes, you taking a major chance, man. Because even though that woman is smiling at you right now, today, 5 years later, she is ready to delete you. What are you going to do if she's take you to court? Do you have a plan? And just because you get a prenup, depends on the state you reside. Depends on how much money you making. That prenup could mean jack diddly. She could use the excuse she was under duress. She was coerced. If you don't play your cards right. I don't have time to really get a lawyer, and she get a lawyer, and we doing prenups, and we sitting down, and we figuring out what ifs. It's too, me personally, you know, if nowadays, if you serious about a woman and she's serious about you, and then you move to the step and live with each other, that's what it could be. It could be just like that. Because then, you know, but here's a caveat. In certain regions you reside, if you with that woman for more than 1 year, that's under common law, that could be taken as your wife, and she still could take you to court as quote unquote wife status under common law. Depends on the state or province you reside. So you got to know where you reside and the rules of the game in law to figure out if this works for you. And then you got to factor in, is this a good marriage? Is this a good investment for you, man? On the strength of, nowadays, these females is coming with kids. They coming with kids. So that's baggage. That's an investment you got to put out. And if you divorce from her, all of that money and time that you spent on that stepchild is none and void, because that's not your biological. And that child goes back to the mother, and that child will look at you like, for the most part, like you just was you was just that dude for that particular time. You mean nothing. And that woman will put that in the kid's head that's not your father, so don't even worry about it. No matter how much time you invested, it means nothing. It's like you never existed. Because a lot of females is not fresh and new with no children. They coming in with children. So is this a good investment for you? Now, I know you simps out here. Now, I have stories for you, shows about you. You want to put on your Superman cape, fly around, East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, just saving the broad, just saving her. And say, I save you because I know that man, he was a nobody, so I'm going to save you from society. And then turn around, that woman really don't love you. You just a come up. You just a cleanup man. And I have a show on that too. You just there. And it is, in this day and time, this is what these women is thinking. They just position themselves. You just the best man of that region. You just an opportunity. It's not someone she really loves. You are opportunity. You're a come up. And you men better realize that. You just a come up. So is marriage a good investment? In my opinion, for a man, no. You gotta really, really be sure of that woman. I mean, you need to screen her out. Like law enforcement will screen you out. If you're looking to get married, men, let me tell you something. Put you on some game. I'm a firm believer in genetics. You need to know her genetic makeup. See, I don't know about y'all guys. You could say I'm insecure, small energy, all of that fugazi stuff. But if I'm going to marry a woman, I want to know everything about her, inside and out. I don't know what's up with y'all guys saying, well, it don't really matter. It doesn't really matter. This don't matter. That don't matter. I just know I love her. If you go into a job, they want to know character, who you are. They want to know your previous employers. Tells a lot if you qualify to work for their company. They do even police background checks, a lot of them. Credit checks, some of them. So why you can't do background checks on your broad that you want to make your wife? I personally, I'm going to get deeper with you. You could call me insecure. I want to know everything about her. That's like if she wanted to know everything about me, cool. One thing, if a woman don't want to know things about you, she really don't give a damn about you. That's something you better clue in, men. If she don't want to know anything about you, your family, your history, who you are, thus and so, she don't give a damn about you. Something to think about, because a woman want to know the inside and out if she really cares and love about you. But if she don't love you like that, she don't give a ish about you. Just because she married you, that don't mean she loves you, man. And y'all men get trippy because she cooks you a meal or she give you nice loving, give you some of that passion. You thinking, oh man, this is a winner. You gotta look long term. I want to find out. This is how I look at it. On a genetic level. This is gonna sound real weird to you. I want to know her blood type. Yes, I said it. I want to know her blood type. Why? Because a person's bloodline, person's blood type tells a lot what type of person they are. Did you know that? Person's blood type can tell you how they eat, how they think, their genealogy. If you really want to know the basic, if you take in basic chemistry, basic biology, and they do blood types, and they break down blood types. Let's say, for example, O, positive, able to give their blood among everyone, but can't receive everyone's blood. Fact. Now you're going to equate that. What that have to do with marriage greatness? It's called personality. But I could get deeper with that. But I'm not, because this is not a science lecture here. You do your own research on genetics. But I would say this, genetics tells a lot about who people are, what they eat. Let's say, for example, you marrying someone and you are not a meat eater. The man is not a meat eater, but the woman is a meat eater. That's going to be a problem, a major problem potentially in your relationship. Because eating is a big thing in our life, right? If you doing one thing, eating a certain, as a man, as a leader of the family, you eating we call it loosely a cleaner diet, and she's eating all meats and porks and stuff like that. Guess what? That's in conflict of your situation in the house. Guess what? You married to her. So I want to know what she eats, because that's going to dictate if she is the right candidate to take my last name. That's one way. I gave you genetics, I gave you food, right? Bang bang, 1 2. You need to know that. Those things is important. And that could be the reversal also for you ladies too when you're dealing with a man. So just take that and reverse it. Men also, you need to know who her friends are. If she hangs out with a bunch of whores and Jezebels and skanks, bottom feeders, then it say a lot about her. You want to marry that. Again, ladies, it could be the reversal as well. So take that, reverse it for your life. Men, what about her family? And this is one major thing. If you got a bunch of degenerates in her family, remember, once you marry her, you marry into the family. And something our elders used to tell us. This could affect you. Because if you're dealing with a bunch of degenerates, they're going to always be around you. Unless you move far, far, far away. But other than that, if you procreating with her, the children got a degenerate uncle or degenerate auntie that is going to be around. Now, none of us have perfect families. We understand that. But can we handle it overall? Got to know their family before you start getting married. You got to know her finances. Most of these females be running around here stunting like they somebodies. But they poor. They want 6-figure men. They got to be all of this 6-pack, 6 figures, 6 feet tall. And these women is short and dumpy and out of shape and manly and ugly and bald-headed and flat butts. This is who you marry. You know, and they talking all of that talk, what they looking for, and they not looking to do the work to be a wife, but they want everything, you to do everything. You gotta look at that. See, you gotta really look at things, men. You can't be stuck on stupid. Excuse me. Can't be stuck on stupid. And another thing is that woman a feminist. You have a lot of low-key feminists as well as outright feminists that is roaming around. Here's the thing. Men, you the leader. She's supposed to be taking your last name. If she wants to hyphenate it, she's not totally down with you. Point blank and center. I don't give a damn what she say. Well, I want to say this. I want a piece of my name, this and stuff. She's a feminist, low key or outright. If she is for you, she is for you, body, spirit, and soul. She's going to take your last name and love it. Love it. But guess what? If she want to hyphenate it, Bradley Jones, Jones Smith, she's not for you. She already showing her cards. My personal opinion. All of these things you got to factor in this day and time, in real time. And a lot of these women are feminists, majority. And they're not for you. So the question goes right back. Is marriage good investment? For men, sorry to say, I have to say no. It's not. And that's so sad. Because guess what? 60 years ago, 50, 60 years ago, marriage was great. Everyone knew their place. Men was men, women was women. Wasn't an issue, as it is now. Women been influenced through the media that they are better than men in every which way. They don't have to listen to a man. They don't have to respect a man. They've been indoctrinated where men are dumb. It's been put in their brains since they was 2 years old. The girls, young girls, already been influenced by society that men are stupid. They have commercials that show men as bumbling idiots. Your own mother will disrespect a man in your presence, especially you as a child. So this is what you see. Feminism put it up that I'm me and free. I can do what I want. So, but these women want to get wifed up. And one of the biggest things I didn't even get to yet, but I will, and I talk about this on previous show. Let me clear my throat. It's body counts. And a lot of women always want to say it shouldn't matter. Don't matter. You're insecure by thinking about it. That was the past. Never mind if you was a whore, just a skanky whore since 13, and you let 100 men climb on your back. But now you're ready to get married, and you say it doesn't matter. So I gotta walk down the street now and be proud of you and say, yeah, this is my woman right now. And all you 99 men before her did all the godly things on her. The rooftops, the alleys, the backseat of the car, staircase at school, just the downtown Brooklyn, daylight, nighttime. All of these men did all these godly, ungodly things to you, but now I'm supposed to hold you in high level as a queen, ready to walk down the aisle with you, and you did all of these ungodly things. And also check this out. Here's the thing. And a lot of men, I'm sure you understand this. And a lot of women will get pushback from this. A lot of you men, a lot of these women have done all of these things, had intercourse, all different ways, all different positions, parks and all, and did all the most freakiest things to all of these other strangers. But now you married, you want to get holier than thou, and these women are finished. Bodies is trash. All of a sudden, they don't want to do the freaky things to you. They did all the strange things and freaky stuff to these other men, but they burnt out when they dealing with you. But you, as a man, is supposed to give them still your last name. Because these ladies will say, it doesn't matter. I'm with you. And you should accept me for who I am. A former slut. That's why I gotta accept you as. A former slut. I gotta put you on the pedestal. A former slut. I gotta take you to my family and put on the pedestal again. A former slut. I gotta take you to my meetings, to my organization, to certain black tie affairs. A former slut. I just take you or walk around in the park and hold your hand. A former slut is now going to have my children and going to teach them what? How to be future sluts? You're going to teach my future daughters or daughter how to be a future slut? Or guess what? You're going to teach my future son how to put sluts on a high pedestal, because I'm a former slut, so you got to treat me as a queen that I am, because I'm a former slut. And you're going to say, look, your dad put me on a pedestal and I was a former slut, so now you got to put me on the pedestal because you my son, even if I was a former slut. This is what men supposed to do. That we supposed to take care of former sluts. Yay. Merry Christmas. That's our job, right? And then women will turn around and say, well, y'all did all these crazy things. Y'all had all of these, women and stuff like that. But guess what? The difference between you and you taking my last name. I have to support you in the natural order of things. In the natural order of things, I'm not taking your last name. I'm not putting you on the pedestal, or you're not putting me on the pedestal, excuse me. In the natural order of things, I'm supposed to be the leader. I gotta put you on the pedestal as showcasing to my family. Look what I have. Look at the good woman I have. But behind closed doors, she's a former slut. And this is majority of women of society. So is marriage a good investment? I mean, think about it. That's why marriages is on an all-time low. U.S. Census, check it out. Do your own fact check. But I'm a realist. I look at society out here. I see how women are out here. This is what's being presented to you for you to future wife. These are your wives. A bunch of nasty, stinking whores that's walking around and don't give a goddamn of the male principle. These is your women that you want to marry that been around with not only different men, but different women. So that adds on more of a body count. If you listen to my show, it's called Calculations. Listen, maybe if you listen to it before or listen to it again. And if you have not, look for the word calculations and listen to that show, Calculations. And I just break down the basics of a woman going to a club. And the bodies she could easily pick up. And it's not only just intercourse. She's going to clubs and 5-10 men every week that she goes to a club be touching her breastises and her buttocks. So guess what? There's more, and then you times that by the years, by the decades, by the 20 years. It becomes thousands and thousands of men that know the shape of her, how big her breast is, how it felt, how her behind feels, how her lips felt when they kissed. Those are stats that women don't even talk about. Those stats are even non-existent. We just going by, let's say, intercourse with a man. Could be in the hundreds or in the 50s or whatever. But here's another stat that you got to look at for your future wife. How many men know about how big felt her breasts and behind? How many men tongue kissed her? Because women don't even think about that. That's just stuff we don't even mention. Because we just look at it as, oh, it's not intercourse, so it's okay. It's just what it is. But you really want to find out how dirty a female is. How low and vile and evil these modern day women are. That you gonna wife up. That I might seen at the church. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It becomes the thousands, especially in the age range. These women start as teenagers, 13, 14, 15, and they now 25, 28, 29. It becomes hundreds or thousands of men that felt her breasts and felt her behind at the clubs and stuff. And intercourse, on top of that, you could tag on 50 to 100. And then you tag on women, maybe about 5 to 10 women that she dealt with on top of that. And how she abused her body with plastic. And you wonder why her body is finished at 24? This is the woman you're going to marry. And oh boy, if she have kids. If she got different baby fathers, it's a whole different thing. This is your queen. So my question is marriage a good investment? You decide. You decide. You finish the story. Thank you for listening.